Greetings, Earthlings, wisdom keepers, wisdom seekers. Welcome back to Wisdom Dropz. Y'all saw it's my daily drops of wisdom and certificate astrology. My name is Tonia, and today we are discussing Mercury's transit in Aries. This is going to be a really fresh energy welcoming us into spring. It is the astrological new year. I think I said Happy New Year at some point. Happy New Year. As soon as the sun enters Aries from the astrological ancient clock, I almost said croc. It's the beginning of the new year because Aries starts the entire wheel of the year, and this Gregorian calendar will tell you, oh yeah, January 1st. Shmata, that's not the case. So anyway, happy new year. And Mercury is entering Aries, so it's like this dum dum. It's almost like a flam. If you're a drummer or percussionist out there, that was funny, but it's one shoe after the other, right? So it enters, and then it kind of like gives you a second punch, like a 1-2 punch. And so the whole kind of like vibe is going to be really intense, really energizing, really spunky, because we still have Mars and the North Node in Gemini. And we're gonna look at the chart in a second. I know my lighting is cray, it's whatever. But point being, Mercury in Aries is going to make us all feel a little more lit up inside, okay? And I think we all need that, especially after this last moon cycle. It's like all Chiron Venus conjunction, and like Venus has been a recurring thing in the past few moon cycles. I don't know if you've picked that up, but there has been a lot of Venus Jupiter activity and activation, and that's all about our pleasure concept and our worth and our value. And now it's about like our spirit, because Aries is our spirit. And so anyway, we're going to talk about it. I could go on just here, but I need to make an announcement. We have astrology school people. I'm so pumped to teach another round of this. If you want to hear what my students have to say about this program, you can watch the video I did. It's like a really interesting little mini doc almost. It's really funny. It's like a commercial. You can view it. The link for that is somewhere up here. You can also schedule your booking with me for a call, because that's how I enroll people. So you don't just get to like pay me. We have to talk first and I have to approve you, but I want to welcome you if you're groovy, to join, because we are a very intentional community. It's a live class that meets once a week for 6 months. That's 26 live Zoom meetings every single week, with interactive content, presentations you can keep and refer back to as time goes on, including recordings of the class itself. It's a ton of value. And if you're serious about learning astrology, it's a really awesome program. Not to like toot my own horn, but like people, I want to give you this skill, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we're here for. So like, if you want to do that, then I'm here. So link down below. We're starting in May, everybody. So let's roll. Okay, moving on. Everybody who's a supporter of this channel, you literally rock and roll. Like, thank you so much for the likes, the comments, the supports, and just all the everything good that you be putting on the channel, So also, I am a little booked up with readings. I apologize if you've recently booked a reading with me. I am about to get to those, so if you're viewing this like, where's my reading, I'll be like, I'm so sorry, but it's coming. And if you do want to book another reading, anybody out there, you can do that with my email address, again listed in the description box. Thank you, everybody. So let's share the chart and talk about this Aries Mercury transit. Okay, cool. So this is happening on Sunday, April 4th, and you can see here in the chart that basically we already have Venus and the Sun in Aries, which is what I said earlier about it being Aries season, right? It's been the new year, let's be real, we're already halfway through Aries, but I'm a Libra over here, so my clock is a little, I got a little cushion, but with that said, this is an interesting dynamic, because Venus and Aries is like Xena, this like it's like a childlike femininity, a page like femininity, almost like an ambiguous tomboy, kind of like hot, spiky hair, like with a mohawk girl, a woman, like Rihanna when she does her spiky hair, stuff like that. So she's an Aries moon, by the way. But like that's the vibe in a sense, all that to say, as Mercury enters Aries. And Mercury is all about our communication and our thought processes. So if you think about this, it's how you're going to be thinking for the next, let's say, couple months, because it's going to be, you know, influencing, the energy is going to be in influence for that long. So I would just be aware that you might be a little more blunt than usual. This is the 5 things I'm going to come to mind with, 5 things that are the most important. Ready? Number 1, this is going to be blunt. You're going to be blunt communicator. You might have to bite your tongue. If you're somebody like me who's already passionate and you just speak your mind, you speak your truth, you're probably going to just be more of yourself, and people around you might have like hostile reactions to that, because low vibe energy is really low vibe energy of Aries vibration, I should say, is really combative. So it wants to fight. And oftentimes Aries will get very pissed when they get pissed, and then they'll quickly transition out of being pissed. So you might see that people around you are embodying those sorts of patterns, and it's kind of throwing you for a loop. So I'll just be aware. I would honestly lay low in communications for the next couple months. If you already feel a lot of hostile energy out there, just lay low. Don't even fucking worry about it. You know what I'm saying? That's the second thing to watch out for, is people using harsher language than usual. You thought I forgot, I did it. It's harsher language than usual. So like if you're talking to somebody and they're like, this fucking bullshit, goddamn blah blah, you know, they're just like out there with their mouth just talking, and they're saying all these words. Don't take it personally. I just recently kind of like really understood that. That might sound really funny to some people, but like some people feel really triggered by just like cursing, even if it's not at them. It's like, damn, calm yourself. But like people grow up in different contexts, people have different um experiences, and you just don't really know people's conceptualization all the time. So anyway, point being, if you're one of those people who's like offended by that, just watch out for it more, and just be aware that it's not something to take personally under a Mercury and Aries energy, because again, Mercury's how we communicate and think, and Aries is, you know, spunky and spirited at the highest vibe, but a lot of the larger population is still resonating at kind of like a vibration. So as a whole, humanity doesn't tend to go all the high vibe all the time. But I give you both options because I know who's watching this content. You know what I'm saying? So the better option of this, everybody, is that you're going to be feeling very passionate. You're going to be feeling very in your special sunshine snowflake essence of self. Why? I'm glad you asked. Well, we already know Mercury just entered Aries in this, right? But Aries is the sign of the star. And it's not the way that you think of a star when you think of Leo. Leo is about, I am on a stage, and they're very like big and like bold and just like, I'm a Leo, I'm a Leo. But Aries is like, I just am that hot bitch. Like we're just kind of, we embody it, we just vibe it. It's like, it's not something we try to be, we just are. And that's not to say Leos try to be, because they definitely just are as well. You know what I mean? But Leo almost comes with like an added layer of theatrical element, if that makes any sense. Whereas Aries is just like straight passion. We're just like spitfires. You know what I'm saying? So when you're an Aries out there, you know what I'm talking about. But when you put Mercury there, the planet of thought and communication, and the planet of Venus, the planet of pleasure and artistry. And, you know, together, this is a very skillful sign based conjunction or co presence, okay, between these planets. And last but not least, we got the sun there, the identity planet. So we have this artistry, this unique je ne sais quoi, like what is the song? This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Like that's the vibe. So like that's the vibe. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Because it's the Aries Mercury transit conjunct Venus and the sun, baby. So that's how the high vibration of that is gonna go. But if you are a low vibrational being, or you're like around low vibrational beings, or you're just an everyday person, because everybody got everyday people syndrome, you feel? Then you just got to watch out for the combativeness, the quick to get pissed, the quick to pick a fight, the quick to just throw yourself out there and be in the middle of it, and it is what it is, deal with it, you know. bold, bombastic, but it's a great time to stand up for something. If you need to stand up for something, the force is literally with you, my friend. May it be with you if it's a just cause, because the chart is in your favor in that regard. Granted, if you're looking for justice, it's additionally important to really hold back on some of that Aries impulse, because oftentimes impulse in an Aries context and anything that involves conflict is perceived by people as violent, even if we're not trying to be violent. Sometimes it is because it's just Aries, let's be real. But sometimes it really ain't, and people just don't know what to do with all that Aries fire. They're just like, oh my God, there's fire. I'm gonna get burnt. I'm so burnt. And you're over there like a flame just staring at them like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But that's just how fire signs be. But point being, fire sign life, people, you know what I'm saying? But with that said, I think this is gonna be a spunky energy, a good energy for communicating our mind. I forgot, but I didn't, because we're on 4, and this is the 4th thing to watch out for, everybody, if you're still here. And it's that you want to be aware that there is going to be people speaking their mind. People will tell you the truth right now. Aries is blunt, direct, to the point, and honest. That's why I love high vibe Aries. Low vibe Aries is just so petty. I'm like blown away by them. I don't even know how to interpret them. High vibe Aries, y'all are the shit, because you're honest, you're frank, you're direct. And I feel like most Aries tend to resonate in that frequency, because Aries is just a nice sign, you know what I mean? But I'm a little biased. Immature Aries be annoying as shit. I admit it. Every sign has a low vibe. Okay, but whatever. We digress. We digress. The point I'm making on number 5, though, everybody, is that what should be number 5 is that the dispositor of this, okay, Mars rules Aries, and Mars is in mutual reception with this Mercury. I probably should have started that at the beginning. I probably will start to talk about that more in the horoscopes, because this is pretty late in the video to just now be touching on this. But if you're still here, you're a hardcore learner anyway. So we're just going to say, for your purposes, hardcore learner, that Mars is in the sign ruled by Mercury, and that Mercury is in the sign ruled by Mars. So these two planets, Mercury and Mars, are essentially in each other's signs. And so they switch places. You understand? This is called mutual reception. Mutual reception. Now, this is going to be an indicator that there's a vibe, okay, being shared right now between these two signs. Because this sign has a Mercury vibe naturally. This sign has a Mars vibe naturally. You know what I'm saying? But now they're switched. It's like Parent Trap, yo, because Gemini is twins. So over here we have like this Mercury and Aries, this impassioned communication, okay? And then over here we have this Mars and Gemini, this curious, ambitious to show one's craft, Mars, this yearning to attack and conquer mental playgrounds and skill-based attainment. So if you are looking to pursue a skill or a craft, Gemini is the skill, craft-oriented sign. So it's a great time to do that, everybody. If you're looking at that, an astrology course, for example, or anything, a craft course, a cooking course, whatever you are like looking to learn that is craft based, this is a fantastic time. It's an absolutely fantastic time. So I hope this video served you. If it did, hit that like button, because it helps the channel grow. Thanks to everybody who is old here, new here, liking here, commenting here, getting readings here, and signing up for astrology school calls here. And with that said, through next time, until next time, may the stars be with you. Peace.